Hey mama, welcome to our 15-minute stretch and flow. This will help release hip and low back tension whether you are pregnant or a postpartum mama. And all you'll need is yourself and a mat. So let's get started with some deep diaphragmatic breaths to clear our minds and connect with our bodies. So let's begin by coming into an easy crisscross position with our ankles stacked on top of each other, and begin with our diaphragmatic breaths, breathing into our belly, letting it expand, letting the pelvic floor lengthen, and then exhaling, drawing in our abdominal muscles and drawing up our pelvic floor. And this is great whether you are a pregnant mama preparing for birth or a postpartum mama who is healing their abdominal muscles and their pelvic floor as well. Let's take a couple more breaths together. Now from here, let's bring our left elbow down to the mat and reach overhead our right arm, breathing into our right side. And now let's switch sides and come over onto our right elbow onto the mat with our left arm extending and reaching overhead. And now move with your breath. As you are stretching, you're exhaling. And as you are transitioning to the other side, you are taking a nice, deep, and long inhale. Inhale as you rise, exhale as you stretch. Last time together. Now bring your right palm to your left knee while reaching your left arm back for support on the floor for a nice seated twist. As you breathe, you're allowing your spine to lengthen and release any tension you might be experiencing, especially in your lower back. Come to the other side. So left palm on your right knee as you twist and look behind you. Gently release now, come to center and prepare for child's pose by coming onto your knees, allowing your knees to fall apart so that if you are pregnant, your belly can fit between them. But if you're not, just move your knees to a stance that's comfortable for you and forward fold, bringing your forehead to the mat and allowing yourself to release and breathe into your body. Try to deepen your breath here, a little bit longer of an inhale and a little bit longer of an exhale. As thoughts come into your mind, you just let them move on by like a train. Let's come up into a tabletop position as we begin our cat and cow poses. Exhale as you round your spine, and inhale as you drop your belly. Exhale, rolling your spine, and inhaling as you drop your belly, sinking deeper and deeper into the pose, doing what feels comfortable for your body. Meet me in a tabletop position as we begin doing wide hip circles. So just move your hips like you're drawing a nice big wide circle, creating space and relieving tension. Keep moving in one direction for now. We'll take a few more circles together in this direction, and now let's switch directions together. Nice big circles with your hips, as big as you can make them without overextending anything. A couple more of these together. Now come into a tabletop position, extend your right leg out and up, and then bend your knees so that your toes are pointing to the ground. Now bring it forward and bring that foot, plant it right between your arms, lift up into a lunge on the inhale. Sit here in this lunge position, and then bring your right palm to the earth as you extend your left palm up to the sky. On the inhale, bring your arms up, coming into that lunge position, and then on the exhale, lower that palm to the earth, pointing that left hand to the sky. And now follow your breath. Inhale, lunge, and exhale, coming down with your palm to the earth. You might feel a bit of a burn as your muscles are strengthened and stretched as you move through these flows. But let's take one more lunge together. Bring both palms to the ground. Lower that back knee and bring that right leg back into a tabletop position. Now extend that left leg up. Bend that knee so your toes are pointing back and down towards the earth. And then bring it forward so your feet are right in the middle of your palms, and come into that lunge position. Exhaling, bringing your palm to the earth. And inhaling as you come back into that lunge position. Exhale, palm to the earth. Inhale, coming into that lunge position again. Let's do this flow a few more times together, following the breath, listening to the body, deepening the stretch. Bring both palms down to the ground now, and with that left leg still in front, bend at the knee so that you come into Pigeon Pose. With that right leg extended behind you, nice and straight, keeping your hips squared to the ground. And breathe into the stretch. We sit so much during the day, and because of this, our hip flexors get so tight, so this is so good for our hips. Bring that left leg back, come into downward facing dog, and then bring your right leg up into Pigeon Pose once more with your left leg extended behind you. And continue just to breathe into the stretch, mama. You might notice a little bit more tension on one side versus the other, but we're just bringing balance and flexibility to our whole body. Come into downward facing dog once again. Pedal out your legs. Connect back to the breath. Let's come into tabletop position as we transition into Froggy Pose. So try to bring your knees out as far but as comfortably as you can. Your heels are by your bottom, and you'll lean forward into the stretch without overextending it. You can move side to side depending on what your body is calling for. Keep breathing into the stretch. This is a bit of an intense stretch, so just do it as much as you can, listening to your body. Let's come up into tabletop position now, and take your time as you rise up nice and tall, connecting to your breath. Big inhale and exhale, and then reach behind, grabbing your left ankle for a nice stretch in the front of your leg. You can also do this lying down if you prefer, if balance is an issue, or go ahead and grab a chair or something close by to hold on to for balance. Gently release now, and do the same on the other side. And as you're holding, push your foot into your palm. This is going to help deepen the stretch. Gently release now. Widen your stance so your feet are more than hip width distance apart. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead, and then exhale into a nice deep Sumo Squat. And hold it here, mama. Feel the stretch, feel the burn here. Keep breathing, you're doing great. Last inhale here, and then as you exhale, rise. Another inhale, and then as you exhale, come down into a deep squat. If you need extra support in this position, go ahead and grab some pillows, a blanket, or a yoga block to sit on. Breathe into the stretch here. Nice long inhales and slow, purposeful exhales. From here, place your palms on the ground, lengthen your legs, and slowly roll your spine up to the top till you're nice and tall. From here, grab a pillow or rolled up blanket and come into a lying down position on your back. If at all, while you're on your back, if you are a pregnant mama and are starting to feel dizzy, just roll over to your side. But if you can be in this position, take your right leg, bend it over across your body to the left side, while extending your right arm out to the side. Feeling that stretch all through your bottom and the back of your leg, and your hips, your lower back, letting all that tension melt away as you bring your leg back to center. Lower your right leg, lift your left knee, and again twist it over to the right side of your body as your left arm remains on the floor, supporting you, keeping your shoulders nice and squared. It's a perfect little low back stretch. And again, we feel it melt away as we bring our leg back to center and flip over to our side. Keeping your hips nicely stacked on top of each other, allowing any tension to just evaporate. Taking these moments for yourself today. As we end our time together here, rise when you're ready, or just stay here if that's what feels best to you. Take several deep cleansing breaths in through your nose, releasing out through your mouth. being present with yourself, with your thoughts, with your breath, setting intention for whatever comes next. Inhale and exhale. For our final breath together, place your hand over your heart, and if you'd like, over your womb space as well, whether you have a baby in there now, they're already born, feeling only gratitude to your body. Thank you for being with me in this little stretch and flow. I'm honored to have spent this time with you. I'll see you in the next video.